Hey friend, welcome. Merry Christmas. I am feeling very festive and I have a little bit of a gift giving guide. Might be a little different than the ones you're used to seeing, but I think I have some good ideas. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jen. I'm married to Alex and we have 4 kids. They are 3, 5, 11, and 14. And I like to chat about contentment and what that means in a world that's just full of comparison and competition. And you might wonder, what do gifts have to do with comparison and contentment? We will definitely get to that. So this might not be your normal gift giving guide that you see on YouTube. I was kind of going through and thinking like, oh, maybe I'll do 5 things for men, 5 things for women, 5 things for kids. And as I was going through my ideas, just a different theme kind of emerged as I was thinking through things. So there won't be a ton of specific items, but just some ways to maybe think outside of the box. Like outside of the Amazon box. So I have notes, so if I look down, sorry about that. So mail gets slow this time of year. I tend to be a last minute shopper. I do kind of collect things here and there, especially if I find something that is perfect for a specific person. I also get things at a local consignment sale in the fall for my kids that I set aside. But for everybody else, I am a last minute person, and I will be using Amazon this year because in the past I have gotten things for like my dad and my stepmom who live in Arizona, and my in-laws who live in New York, and I have both of their presents still from last year because I never sent them, and it was just hard for me to go to the post office. And I mean, there's a ton of excuses is what it is, but I will be using Amazon this year because I'm just going to have them ship their presents directly to them, so that way I don't forget to go to the post office. But the mail gets slow this time of year and there's supply issues all over the place, so it might be difficult to find things on Amazon. There's still millions of things on Amazon, but this is just some ideas that may help you think outside of the box, outside of the Amazon box, something a little different. So if time isn't an issue, if you are going to do all your shopping today online, then maybe think about eBay. Now, I will, full disclosure, I sell things on eBay, and so the more people that shop on eBay, the better for the people who sell things on eBay. But, you know, you can get some really cool, like new with tag items, even clothes, toys. You can get brand new things on eBay, and a lot of times those things are saved from thrift stores so they don't go to the landfill. Things like that. You're also supporting a family most of the time. There are some, I don't know, some sellers on there that aren't like a stay-at-home mom making extra money. But there are people who support their family that way by selling things on eBay. So shopping on eBay might just be an interesting way to maybe shop a little differently this year and also supporting a family. My next thought is to shop local. So I am, yes, like Walmart versus like Walmart.com, or, you know, your stores that are in the mall. Those are certainly ways to, those are certainly places that you can shop, and it puts money into your local economy. But more so, I'm talking about those little mom and pop, locally owned stores that usually they're out of the way, or like by your courthouse. If you have a courthouse in your county, that's the way it works here in the Midwest. Every county has a courthouse, and usually there's a little square around it. And there's usually like some super cute stores. So there's an art store in our town that sells like art and home decor. There's a couple of little boutiques that sell clothes. There's a little puzzle and game store that's attached to an ice cream shop, so that's super fun. So there are lots of different options. Again, you're supporting your local economy that way, and you're supporting a local family who has invested their time and their money into this small business. And usually you can find things that are really interesting or different or unusual, something that you can't just pick up on Amazon, right? Some things that you wouldn't normally find. And I think that's a fun way to shop for gifts, to give something to someone that's just a little unique, a little special. I mentioned in my Decorate With Me video that a lot of my decorations have come from like my grandmother and my aunts. Well, my aunts like to shop at those cute little specialty boutique stores, and that's where I've gotten a lot of my really cool Christmas decorations from them, from those really cool like little boutique stores. And you know, no one else has that. I mean, somebody else has it, but not everybody else has that exact same decoration that I have, because they got it at a little tucked away store in their town. Okay, this next thought might be a little bit controversial, but give gift cards. It seems impersonal, but everybody loves a gift card. And this is especially true, like, if you want to buy clothes for someone, but like size and color and all that's a little like, I don't know what to get them. Get them a gift card. So teenagers, huge for teenagers. They like Amazon gift cards, or I think you can get eBay gift cards. That would be cool. Everybody. Teachers, teacher gifts. Gift cards are a perfect teacher gift. And you know, there's ways that you can wrap them and present them to make it fun and festive and special. It doesn't have to just be like, here's a gift card, you know? You can still make it meaningful and special. And you know what? This is another way that you can support those small or local businesses, by giving gift cards to those stores. So that way, you know, if you maybe go into a little art boutique and you're like, I don't know what Aunt Susan would want, maybe just get her a gift card and then she can go and pick out her own special item from that store. So here's some gift card ideas. Coffee. There is probably a locally owned coffee shop in your town, and I bet they have amazing coffee. And if you don't, you probably have a Starbucks nearby or a Dunkin' Donuts. And you know what? All the teachers in your life will love a $5 or $6 gift card so that they can go get a free drink from Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or that locally owned coffee shop in your town. Food. What mom and dad does not love a gift card to a restaurant in their town with the promise of free babysitting? Perfect gift for Christmas, right? So a gift card to, even better, maybe a little locally owned Mexican restaurant, or a little locally owned, we have a little deli that's like, not a deli, they like serve sandwiches and soups and stuff, about 10 miles from our house. So, you know, another way that you can support small businesses, or you know what, maybe the Texas Roadhouse, or whatever, Applebee's, Cheesecake Factory. My mother-in-law likes to get us Cheesecake Factory gift cards, and I love some cheesecake. I don't have a Cheesecake Factory close by though, that's kind of a bummer. So let me see. Oh, so then, you know, I've said multiple times, like, there's the little boutique stores getting, you know, gift card to one of those little brick and mortar stores. Maybe the kids would want to pick out a puzzle at the puzzle store. Maybe your mom would want a gift card to a little boutique store so she can go shopping for an outfit. If you have a man in your life that likes tools and you have no idea what tools to buy, you can get him a gift card for the hardware store. Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace. There's locally owned hardware stores in most small towns, probably big cities. I don't know. So gift cards. It's a little controversial because it feels impersonal, but really you can make it personal based on, one, the person and what they like, and then two, how you present it and how it's wrapped. All right, another way you can shop kind of outside the box is to support a local person, human. So I'm talking about people who sell things that don't necessarily have a brick and mortar store that you can go into. I'm talking about the people who are selling their crafts or their sewing. I have a friend who lives in Cincinnati and she sells all her like beautiful dresses for little girls, and she just sells them all online. And that's a great way to support, you know, if you have a niece or granddaughter, you know, find those, they're on social media. I promise you, your locally crafty people are on social media. So, they also, a lot of times this time of year, there are lots of like Christmas holiday markets, and I just went to one last weekend and there were so many little booths with soaps and lotions and ornaments and cards and journals and clothes and home decor. So many unique and like just beautiful items that maybe a little different than you would get if you were just going to Bath and Body Works or buying something on Amazon. Okay, another idea. Again, this one's a little controversial. I'll get it. Okay, so this is to shop at thrift stores. Your Goodwill, your Salvation Army, whatever your locally owned thrift stores are. Now, again, there can be new with tag items there. So things that are brand new, somebody didn't use and they donated it and it's still there and it still has a tag on it. It might take a little digging, it might take a little time, a few trips to the thrift store to find those things, but you can also gift things that are used to people who don't necessarily care that they're used. So my husband loves to shop at Christmas time for our children, and he always wants to buy everybody a brand new outfit. And so you know what we do? We go to the local like consignment store, like a Once Upon a Child, and we shop there and we get everybody a brand new outfit, and it costs way less than it would if we would go to a store and pick out an outfit for each kid. And it's great. They don't care. They don't even really know. So it's perfect for when you're shopping for your own children, maybe your spouse, if your spouse doesn't care about those things. My mom loves to thrift, and she wouldn't care if I bought her something from a thrift store. So, you know, you can kind of base those decisions on who you're shopping for. Another thing is, if you're a little crafty, you can repurpose things. You can find things in the stores to craft with. There are so many like Christmas tablecloths and sheets and blankets and napkins and whatever that you could use those fabrics to sew something or create something or make whatever. Anyway, the thrift stores are just a really good way to find crafting supplies too. They also are a really good way to make up some creative things. So my mom always likes lots of things, and so I like to get her a basket, and she loves baskets. So, you know, I can find a really cool basket at a thrift store and then find some just interesting and fun things to fill that basket for her. Maybe add a gift card, maybe add something that I bought at a boutique or whatever. So, oh, another idea from the thrift store is to buy vases and then put flowers in them for when you're going and you need like a hostess gift. Flowers are always a great hostess gift. And then if the vase has been thrifted, you're not spending a ton of money on it, and the person who has been gifted, they don't have to worry about returning it to you. All right, so another thing that you can do to think outside of the box with Christmas giving is to make something. Maybe you're crafty. Maybe you crochet or knit or sew or wood burn or metal punch or I don't know, there's like 1,000 million things. Draw, paint, art. I don't know. There's so many things that you can do to be creative. And food is another thing that you can make to gift. This is a really great time to actually look on Pinterest. That's when I like to use Pinterest, is to look and say, okay, I want to make something and I have mason jars. So I'm going to look on Pinterest and I'm going to search crafts with mason jars, or, you know, something like that. And you can get so many different ideas. Now, don't get overwhelmed. And don't think that you have to do all the things. But anyway. All right, another idea kind of along food, but without making food, is to gift food. So, you know, there's really like nice teas and coffees and cheeses, and my grandma used to send us fruit from Florida, and those are great gifts. Also jellies, especially if you have like an Amish market, get like a basket of like bread and jellies and things like that from an Amish market. Oh, that would be a great gift. Okay, so the last thing that is kind of thinking outside the box is to gift experiences. Now this might mean a pass or just a ticket to a museum or a zoo or an aquarium. It might mean movie tickets. It might mean a trip. There's a YouTuber that I really enjoy, and every year, like, their big gift is they all go on a trip together in January. And I think that's fantastic, because so often you don't remember the things that you opened. I can't remember what I got last year. Certainly don't remember what I got when I was a kid. But those memories made around those experiences are memorable. And that's what we kind of hold on to. So I will use, and have used in the past, a variety of these options, probably all of them in some way or form, and including Amazon. I already told you I'm going to use Amazon. So thinking outside the box is sometimes thinking with the box. I don't know. But I want to encourage you to do what works for you. Do what works for your family, what works for your obligations. You know, some of us have a ton of different white elephants and gift exchanges and all those things. So, you know, your obligations might be different than mine, and that's okay. So do what works for your family, for your obligations, for your budget, for your time. If you don't have time to go to the thrift store and the brick and mortar stores and you can only do it online, then do it online. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to compare what you give to what I give, or to what your aunt gives, or your sister, or your mom, or your friend. You just have to do what is best for your family, for you in this season. So that is my contentment piece. I need to focus on what and who is important to me, knowing what is important to me, and then doing the best with what I have. That is how I find contentment and joy in the giving in this season. So I hope that was an encouragement to you. I hope that made you think a little bit differently about gift giving in this season. I know there's not much time to go before the big day, but there's still plenty of time at the same time. So thanks for hanging out with me today and chatting a little bit about gift giving. I would really love to know your favorite place to shop this Christmas season, or any Christmas season, in the Christmas season. Just to let me know in the comments below. Please give me a like, thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would, please share this video with a friend or someone you think might get some value out of that. And you can check out more videos like this one here. I chat about motherhood and marriage and homemaking. please remember as you are gifting this season that you are okay just the way you are. I'll see you soon.